Oh, that worked. What? Huh? It's running on its own?
It certainly looks like it.
Isn't that kinda...
What?
Well, it's not connected to the main computer. There's just this keyboard and monitor. The only cable connected to this thing is the power cable we just plugged in. So, why...
Maybe it's a wireless display.
A wireless display?
Yes, it connects to your computer wirelessly, hence the name. Have you been living in a cave?
Is that normal?
Yes, at least where I worked.
Oh.
Oh, it stopped.
Pass with a colon.
Looks like we need to enter a password.
Again? There must be a hint around here somewhere.
Could you go take a look?
Yeah, I'm on it. What are you going to do?
I'll see if I can do something about this on my own.
On your own?
Yep, on my own.
Lotus?
All right. Let's kick some ass.
Wait, what?
Didn't expect that, did you?
Of course You're typing so fast. I can't even see your fingers. What kind of job do you have? What are you?
I'm unemployed at the moment. I used to work for a cybersecurity firm, but I quit.
Why?
Huh? Oh.
I see.
Oh,
what are you doing now?
I'm going to try and brute force it.
Brute what?
A brute force attack is... Well, the short version is that I just attacked the thing head on. The long version? A brute force attack is one of the simplest ways to break a cipher. It checks every possible combination until it finds the right one. for complex. I'm writing a program that would run an attack like that on its own. It's not the most elegant solution, certainly. But given the circumstances, there isn't much else I can do. Oh, but back to what we were talking about earlier.
What were we talking about?
The wireless... It's kind of strange if you think about it, isn't it? How do I put it? Well, let's say you write a program that calculates an addition problem for you, all right? So you enter 1 plus 1. The screen will show you 2. See? Isn't that strange?
No, not really.
Oh, come on now. Of course a caveman like you would think it was strange. You said so just a minute ago. You're just not getting it, are you? Who calculates?
The main computer, right? You said it connected to the monitor wirelessly.
Yeah, but someone who grew up in a cave wouldn't know that. They'd probably think that this thing here, the monitor, is doing the calculating. And once they've decided that, they'll start examining this monitor. They might poke the screen or something. Ah, I see the color changes when I press it here. Then they might investigate the hardware on the inside. Oh, I see. So this wire supplies the power. Eventually, they might even cut the wires. Ah, yes. Just as I expected. When this wire is cut, no results appear. Therefore, it must be this device which does the calculations.
Oh.
But the truth is that, just like you said, the computer is doing the calculating. But these cave people wouldn't know that, because they have no idea that the monitor and the computer are connected wirelessly.
So, what are you trying to say?
Nothing. It's just... I thought maybe... What if the relationship between human beings and our brains is like that?
Huh?
Well, let's say you stick a bunch of electrodes into parts of the brain. A scientist examining the signals they send out might say, interesting. So stimulating this part of the brain causes the person to see colors. That must mean this neuron cluster controls that function. Okay, let's see what happens when I cut out this part. Ah, just what I thought. Cutting off this part causes that function to cease. Therefore, human thought processes must occur in the human brain. See? Doesn't it sound the same? Maybe the brain is just an output device. Like this monitor. Maybe our thought processes actually occur somewhere else. We just don't know it. Just like those cave people wouldn't know about wireless communications. We can't imagine...
The brain is just an output device. Human thought actually occurs somewhere else. That's just crazy talk.
Maybe that's the cause of Seven's amnesia. If memory is... He's just having a difficult time accessing his memories because the monitor, his... I suppose that would explain aphasia and blindsight. Perhaps they actually can't speak or see. The monitor just isn't functioning properly. I guess people with prosopagnosia could be suffering from the same thing.
Wait a minute. What?
What? You've never heard of prosopagnosia?
No. What is it?
Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours, so they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to. Usually they can make do by associating people with other things. Their voices, their clothes, their hair.
Does that mean other people's faces look like blanks?
No, I don't think so. Well, you've seen monkeys, like in a zoo, right? To you and me, all the monkey faces look the same, even though they've obviously got faces. It's almost impossible for a human to distinguish between them. The zoo staff that works with them would learn to identify different monkeys eventually. But you or I couldn't, unless one had a scar or something else to set it apart. Well, that's how people would be to someone with prosopagnosia.
Prosopagnosia. Huh. I didn't even know that. And, what were we talking about?
The idea that your brain is just an output device, like a monitor.
Are you serious about that stuff?
Not really. I was just kidding for about half of it.
What about the other half?
Well, I guess I was just adulting.
Not funny.
It's nothing more than a story I made up out of boredom. Don't take it seriously. It was the first thing that came to mind, and I just talked about it to kill time. But looks like I don't need to talk.
Why?
I don't have to kill time any longer.
Oh, then you finished that brute whatever thing?
I certainly did. And let's see what we... Peace.
The screen changed again. What the hell is...
No idea.
Huh? Aren't you gonna, I don't know, do more computer stuff?
No, I can't do any more. It won't let me do any more programming. See? The keyboard. Nothing. So, there's nothing more I can do.
Well,
I guess I'll leave this to you then, Junpei.
What?
Let me take a break, all right? I did my part.
Well, I guess you're right.
No problem. And make sure you know when you should thank people.
Now, I better take care of this myself.
Hey, Junpei, do you have a minute?
What's up?
I wanted to ask you something.
Hmm?
Junpei, you went into door 5 with my brother, right? Did you hear him say, like, anything weird?
Huh? Well, let me think. Sorry, Clover. I can't really think of anything. I mean, he did mention that his hearing exceeds that of a regular person, or something like that. That's about it.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. Look, I don't know if I should ask you things. If you don't mind, I was hoping you could tell me if... Is Snake, was he born...
You're talking about his eye?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't born blind. When he was a kid, he got in an accident, a really bad car accident. He couldn't see after that. And his arm...
His arm?
Yeah, my brother's left arm is... it's not like a normal person's arm. It's fake. It's not a real arm. The accident hurt him really bad. To save him, they had to cut off his arm.
Oh.
Is that all you wanted to ask me?
Look, I'm sorry for making you talk about all that pain.
It's not that.
Thank God we got out of there.
Yeah, finally.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Damn, none of these open. They're all...
How about that one?
Let's hope this is the door with the prize.
Jumpy!
Huh? June? Santa! Hey, what are you guys doing? But we didn't...
Hey guys, could you come take a look at this?
Hey, on the wall. A map of the ship's interior?
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor, then?
Door 7, and... Door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
Yeah, isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the nonary game works.
Wait a sec. This...
Oh,
You've got to be kidding me.
We may as well go.
yeah.
Oh, almost forgot. Ready? I'm gonna... I knew it. We're back. In the hospital room.
I see. I believe I understand what you're... The 6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8. You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory, and then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors. At any rate, I feel a bit silly for my little show of altruism. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Well, we saw each other again and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough. Anyway, I say we get out of this creepy old place. We found the key we need.
The key?
Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. Here.
Whoa.
Nice catch.
Jeez. I see. So this is Jupiter.
I'm gonna let you hold on to that, alright?
Yeah.
Well, I've got something for you, too, then. Here, it's the Saturn key card. We found it in the kitchen. I might lose it. It's probably better if you hold on to it. That...
Yeah.
So how many unused keys do we have now?
There's the Earth key we found in the laboratory. The Jupiter key you just gave me. And the Saturn key card from Lotus. I'll keep them safe.
The Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long, straight hallway, right?
Yeah. If the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase. Then, next to the stairs...
Wait! What about door 3?
Look, you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. It just lead us back to the big hospital room. There's no point to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
There is a point. At least there is for me.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. Snake might be on the other side of the door.
Very well. I'll be coming with you then. I've had a nice long rest. I think it's time I was up and about again. So 7, you'll help me, won't you?
Huh? Damn. Well, I guess that's how it's gotta be. So I'm going with you, huh?
Yes, you are.
All right, let's get moving. Okay, we're heading out.
Be careful.
Whoa. Didn't think I'd be hearing that from you, Lotus.
Don't let it go to your head. I'd be in trouble if the 3 of you bought it. The rest of us can't open the 9 door.
Ah, the truth comes out.
Okay, we're off.
All right, we should get moving, too.
Huh?
Get moving.
Where are we going?
Well, it would be a waste of time to just sit around, wouldn't it? Let me explain.
Oh, I get it. We're gonna see if we can get anywhere interesting with the Jupiter key.
Yes. If we're lucky, we might find Snake.
And here's the Jupiter symbol on the keyhole.
All right, Junpei, open it if you please.
Yeah, on it.
Great, back to the beginning. You sure this is a good idea?
What do you mean?
Well, we already searched every inch. I'm asking you if there's any reason we came back here.
Of course there's a reason. Man, sometimes I can't tell if you're smart or just lucky.
Huh?
This.
The Saturn key card. And the Earth key? I'm lost.
Don't you remember, Santa? On C deck, where we are now, there was a big elevator behind the stairs, remember? And next to the elevator, there was a card reader with the... And on A deck, on the door to the left, there was a keyhole with the Earth symbol on it, I think. So the two keys that Jumpy has?
Should let us use the elevator and the door on A deck.
Yes, that's right.
All right, I got it. Let's get started then. What do you say we split into 2 teams? Lotus and I will search the Earth one, so you two can search Saturn.
Sounds good. Then you guys should take this key. We have no idea what's on the other side of these. So don't go too far. Just search for 10 minutes and come back.
There's a card reader next to the left elevator.
Then let's try out the Saturn. Great! It looks like it's working now.
All right. Now, how do I call the... Oh, it only has the upside down...
I guess there's no up button. Well, we may as well try pushing this one.
It opened!
Sweet! It opened! Let's get going. What? Well, we will be all alone in here.
Jumpy?
Huh? Oh, nothing. It's not important. Come on, let's go.
I said wait a minute.
Why?
Aren't you afraid?
Afraid of what?
Well, I've never... You know,
It's your first...
I might... get wet.
What?
Down there. I'd get soaking wet.
Well, I mean, of course you would. That's the way it works. I mean, I've never heard of anyone getting soaking wet somewhere else.
That's... You don't mind
Mind what?
getting wet?
Well, I think I'd probably, like it.
Gosh, Jumpy, you're so brave.
Really? I mean, I kind of think any guy would do the same thing. What happens, happens, right? I mean, if you get the chance, you've just got to go for it. That's what a man is supposed to do, I guess.
You're so cool, Jumpy.
That doesn't really seem like the sort of thing you ought to admire someone for.
I'm really scared.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you've never done it before.
Yes, so I don't think I'll be able to last very long. And then it'll be over.
Over?
Yes, I'll go to heaven.
Heaven?
It feels kind of like you're floating in space, and your mind gets all fuzzy, like when you pass out. At least that's what I've heard from people who have experienced it.
Yes, I've heard that too. Although I don't think the same thing happens to guys. Huh?
But it would happen to men too, wouldn't it? It would happen to anyone. Once it gets into your body, the same thing happens to everyone.
Well, I mean, usually it doesn't go inside the man. I mean, generally.
Yes, it does. Well, eventually it will. It's not like you really have a choice. Your body will force you to swallow some of it. Eventually.
What are you trying to do to me?
Nothing. I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm just saying that that's what happens. It's a psychological reaction to what you're experiencing.
Oh,
I know most men probably have larger lungs, but even then, I don't think you could hold your breath for 20 or even 10 minutes. Eventually, you'd have to breathe, and then the water would get into your lungs. Once that...
Oh. Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't last very long.
See?
Come to think of it, the lower floor, D-deck, is completely underwater. An elevator heading to a submerged floor. That is pretty scary. Hey, wait a minute. This elevator came up from somewhere under us, right?
Well, yes, I guess it did. It didn't open right away after you pressed the button. There was a motor noise, like it was moving, and then it opened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So, take a look inside. It's not wet at all, is it? The walls and even the floor are totally dry.
Oh, you're right. They are.
Well, let's test it.
Tested.
Yeah, watch this. Now, I'll just put one foot inside the elevator and look over at the buttons. Oh, there's E and C. All right, I'll push E.
I think I can hear it opening on E deck.
Okay, that's done. Yep, not a single drop. See?
What does that mean? How can E deck be safe if the D deck is full of water?
Well, here's what I think. The elevator shaft and E deck must be watertight and separated from wherever the ship's been punctured. Here, let me show you.
I see. So is that why the ship hasn't sunk? The shape of the inside keeps it all from filling with water?
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. So I'm gonna go down and check it out. You stay here, all right? Come on, just do it.
I'm coming with you!
Huh? Hey, wait! Oh, crap.
I can't just let you go alone, you know.
Oh, knock it off. It's just like I thought. This part hasn't flooded. Come on, just look around. There's no water.
You're right. It's not flooded at all.
See?
But there's a whole lot of water.
Yeah, right on top of it.
What's gonna happen if the ceiling breaks?
Well, we'd probably get really wet up there.
Huh?
At any rate, we should probably go back as soon as we can, once we're done looking around down here. Lotus and Santa might already be back.
Okay, good.
Now then. Iron bars. Well, we can't go over there.
Right.
Then maybe...
Well, it looks like there's a long straight hallway down this way.
Something's written on the door at the end.
Let's check.
I knew it!
This is a numbered door. But we can't do anything with only the two of...
We better head back and let everyone know.
Yes.
Wait, what's this? Is this the map for E-Deck? I should take it with me. Huh, so you guys found door 1. So now we've located 2 new doors. The 6th door and the 1 door.
You know, it is interesting that E-Deck wasn't flooded.
Well, we don't really know if all of E-Deck is safe. We only checked the area around the elevator.
Even so, it's still very interesting.
He said the 6th door was there, right?
Yes.
And that means Zero planned all this out. That would have meant some pretty serious remodeling of the ship's interior.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
Yeah. I wonder how long it took. I can't even imagine how much it must have cost.
It would have been a ton, that's for sure.
Well, that does go along with what Ace was saying. The most reasonable explanation would be that this was done by some organization with access to a whole lot of cash.
Yes, it does make sense.
Yeah?
I don't think it's a very good idea to stay here.
Yeah, you're right. Ace and his team might be back already.
Well, Junpei and I should be able to open door 1.
Huh? You guys leaving me behind?
Just kidding. All right, let's go.
Hey! Where the hell did you guys go?
7? What's wrong? What
What the hell kind of question is that? Snake is...
Snake is. He died. Just as the 9th man did.
Oh my god. That's not true.
We should make sure.
Yeah, right.
Wait, Not that way.
What? Why not?
I stuck a screwdriver in there to keep the door from closing all the way. It's not locked, so you can go in that way.
Where is...
The shower room. The left side of the hall. I put a broom in there too to keep the door open.
That means we can get in without going through the numbered door.
Yeah, that's right.
Then let's go. This wasn't open when we passed here before. Well, let's keep going.
Oh, it smells horrible.
Ugh, yeah, this is pretty awful. I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Where is he? Where's Snake? There. June, you should stay here.
But...
Please, just do me a favor, okay? All right?
Just like Ace said. Just like the Ninth Man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
It's definitely an...
Oh, the face. It's horrible.
Yeah, can't even tell who it is.
But the clothes...
No mistake about it.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the Ninth Man was. It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it, alone, and waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the Snake was the only one who went through the door. And then, 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Yeah, that means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Then that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yeah, that means anybody could be a killer.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? How can you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
Well, not just one of us. If I'm right, then at least 2 of us are murderers.
Why don't you calm down a bit, Seven? What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants.
What?
Exactly. This game was set up by any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers. Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes, that is why we can't let ourselves fall prey. We have to trust one another. Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes, almost certainly Zero himself. If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero. He masterminded this game and kidnapped. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake?
Good question. If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with him. But I don't... Where could Zero be hiding?
I think Zero, one of us.
Well, that's possible.
Huh?
Like Clover said, Zero might be one of us.
What are you saying, Jumpy? Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Exactly. I said we shouldn't suspect one another for no reason.
No reason. I've got a great reason.
And what's that?
The bracelets. Why are the bombs in our bodies connected to the bracelet? You're all thinking Zero's hiding somewhere watching us. If he's doing... It would be a lot more precise and a lot easier. If that's the case, then why is the bomb set off by the detonator in the bracelet? I'm not done. Try applying the same ideas to the nonary game. All of the puzzles here run all by themselves. In other words, Zero doesn't have to be controlling them for the game to move forward. Why's that? Why would Zero bother to do something like that?
So let's say you and Clover are right. Zero's one of us. If that's the case, then it'd be really hard for him to keep track of all of us or control anything remotely. That's why all the puzzles run by themselves. That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah. 7, when we were talking earlier, you said any one of us could be Snake's killer.
Yeah.
All right, then. I've got a question for you, Ace. You said something like Zero must be the one who killed Snake, right?
Yes, something like that.
So what do we get if we combine those? They fit together pretty well, I think. Whoever killed Snake is Zero. Hence, Zero is one of us. 7 and Ace's theories aren't mutually exclusive. They actually complement each other pretty well. At least
Motives.
his motives.
Yes, isn't that pretty important? Why would Zero want to... Well, so much for making a persuasive argument, Junpei.
In other words, you only had...
Ah.
It's 3 in the morning.
That means we have 3 hours.
Then we need to move now. 7, Clover, I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now it's important we trust one another, don't you?
You're right, but
We must go. We have very little time left.
our next destination is Mercury.
But maybe you and June should check it out first and then report back to us.
All right, let's go, June.
Right. Here it is.
The Mercury card reader.
We're using the card 7 gave us, right?
Yeah,
I found it when we were checking out the shower room.
I think 7 said something like that. Anyway, let's see what happens. I guess the elevator works now.
Jumpy, I know it's only the 2 of us, but let's do our...
What's with you all of a sudden?
Well, I'm happy we were put together.
You know it's just for searching E-Deck, right?
Even so, I'm glad.
Oh, first we need to find out if the elevator comes up full of water.
Just like we did before. Look, nearly all of the buttons are destroyed.
Yeah, only the seat and bottom button can be pushed.
We're on C deck right
Yeah. Well... Oh, so this is... Hey, over there!
This is a number.
This is the 8th one we found. There were 2 numbered doors. They were doors 4, 3 more in the large hall. Doors 3.
And the door it was a 6.
That means...
Do you think...
Yeah, I think the next one's gonna be...
Finally!
Yeah,
You don't look very happy.
it's not that.
You're right.
Let's head back.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Just double checking, but...
Yes, just like you told us.
Can't believe we're voting here.
We need to make the whole thing fair. Hurry it up, mister.
Yeah, quiet in the Alright, let's open these up. The first one's Ace request.
Yes, I do. Would you like...
No, we don't have time for that. Sorry. Let's keep going. Next is Santa. He wants...
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2, and 7 also wants 2.
Wait a minute. There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
No, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like that.
But
Just give it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing clothes.
Barely.
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
Maybe. But what about common decency? Nobody wants to have to look at a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
Oh, not good.
Let go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
Junpei, read the.
Right. June wants door 6.
Yes, I don't really have a reason. I just felt like it.
So this was everyone's vote. Ace and Clover requested door 1. Seven and Lotus requested door 2. Santa and June requested door 6. Then the door I should choose is... Okay, the last one. I want to go through door 6.
That's a problem. None of these teams will be able to go through the doors they want.
Clover and I chose door 1.
Lotus and I chose door 2.
That's not enough people to open a numbered door, however.
The digital routes don't match up either.
We've got similar problems. Junpei and I want to go through door 6, but our digital route is 5. If we're gonna open that door, we need a 1.
Damn, what are we gonna do now?
What are we going to do?
Why don't Seven and Lotus go through door 1 with me?
What about me?
Isn't that obvious? Wasn't one of the teams just complaining that they didn't have a 1?
You mean I should join Santa's team?
Yes.
I understand. I'll go through door 6 then. If we do as Clover has suggested, we can all pass through a numbered door and no one will be left behind. This seems to be the most reasonable solution.
7, Lotus, what do you guys think?
I don't have a problem with it.
Me?
Alright then, we're good to go.
See you later.
Wait, Clover! Don't move on your own!
Oh, I'll be going too then.
Yeah, be careful.
We should get going as well. This is E-Deck.
There should be a door at the end of the hall.
All right, let's go. Here it is.
Yeah.
Then let's get to it.
Hey! I found it! It's right... It's...
Whew. I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
You got that right. Once I'm out of this hellhole, I'm taking a nice long vacation.
Alright, let's go.
This door looks heavy.
But it's not locked. I'm open...
Whoa, what the hell?
This has to be the biggest room so far.
Huh. Could be 2 stories.
This space.
What's that huge
Kamaboko? Well, I guess that's... I see stairs.
Yeah, but this section...
You're right.
Whoa, you can't even...
Let's check out the other side too.
This looks to be the steam engine room.
The steam engine room?
Yes, that thing that looks like a cross-section of a mushroom is the boiler. Do you see the 3 round doors near the bottom? Coal is put into those and burned, which heats the water, producing steam. The same thing that drives a steam engine.
I see.
It doesn't appear to be running right now.
Alright, let's split up. Hey, what's wrong? Hey, June.
Jumpy.
You... Oh, you're really warm. Is your fever coming back?
Yes. Yes, but I'm fine. I just need to rest.
Okay, here, sit down.
Thank you.
Ace, Santa.
Yes.
Right.
Alright, let's get started. Hang in there, June.
I believe the box has reached the floor.
Yeah. June's down over by there.
She doesn't seem to be improving.
Well, of course not. She's not gonna just get better right away.
What could be causing this, I wonder?
Nah, it's gotta be exhaustion. She gets dropped into some weird-ass ship, forced to play some messed-up game. If you think about it, it's a lot weirder that we aren't freaking out just like...
So you're saying we're abnormal?
Yeah, we're just running around this room, solving all these puzzles like it's just business as usual. How the hell could you call that normal? We're just guinea pigs.
A guinea pig? You mean like a lab rat? You mean we're being used for some sort of experiment? Is that what you're saying?
Dunno, but it does seem like a possibility. You know, speaking of experiment, there was this experiment some scientists did with rats. First, they took a squarish C-shaped tank. The tank has 2 exits. Just to make it easy, we'll call 1A. Exit A is pitch black, so dark even a rat can't see anything. But exit B is electrified, which means the rat can't leave through it. So, what would a rat do if it was put in this situation? Which exit would the rat choose?
B, of course. The rat has no way of knowing that exit B is electrified.
Exactly. The rat goes to exit B. Of course, like I said, which means the rat can't get out that way. So, after a lot of trial and error, the rat finally finds exit A.
I can't say that's very interesting or relevant. It's simply the story of a laboratory.
You're right. It isn't very... See, these scientists repeated this experiment over and over, using hundreds of different rats over several generations. This produced some surprising results. With each generation, the rats took less time to find the correct exit. Eventually, a rat was put in the tank who instantly chose exit A without even attempting to go to exit B. But that wasn't the most impressive part. The same experiment was conducted in another laboratory, far from the original one, with the same results. No, on second thought, the results weren't really the same. The rats in this second experiment began the trials with significantly faster times than the first rats in the initial one. These rats weren't related to the others and had never even come in contact with them. They all easily found their way to exit A as though they already knew. What did it...
Are you suggesting something like telepathy? They were passing information to one another through some undetectable medium?
How the hell would I know? I'm not any kind of scientist. I don't know what made them do that. But I do know that story's true. And if you've got another explanation... Come on, let's get going. And we gotta get the hell out of here before...
Hey, wait. There's some...
What?
Why did they use that tank for the experiment?
Huh?
Well, I mean, it seems like you could conduct the same experiment without the water. They could have just used a dry box, you know. If they needed to motivate the rats to escape, they could have put some bait by exit B. I mean, do they really have to make it so the rats can drown?
You know, the word emergency comes from the same root as the word emerge. You ever think about that?
Huh?
Well, an emergency is something urgent, often something dangerous. And to emerge means to sort of come out, or appear, or rise out of something else. So what's going to emerge in an emergency? Inspiration.
Inspiration?
Yeah. Think about it. When the chips are down, either you crack or your mind focuses and pulls up what you need.
So in an emergency, your real potential emerges. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's why the rats had to drown. They had to be in danger. There had to be an emergency for inspiration to emerge.
Oh. The door's open!
All right, Junpei. Santa and I will keep an eye.
Why do we need to do that? Even if it shuts, we know how to solve the puzzle now. We could just open it.
Well, I suppose that's true. Shall all three of us go and collect June then?
Nah, I'm cool. I'll let Junpei handle it.
So are you only interested in being contrary?
All right, I'll go get June.
Oh, Jumpy!
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine now. I'm sorry I made you worry.
Let me check. Good. You're feeling a lot better. Are you sure you're all right?
Oh, you're such a warrior, Jumpy. Oops, I mean, warrior.
All right, let's go.
Go where?
Oh, right, We got the exit open, so...
Great! Let's go! Oh, it's...
Santa? What are you looking at?
It's a photo.
Sister? Santa, you've got...
Yeah. Kid was cute as a button.
She was only about an inch tall then? Oh, sorry. I guess an inch is a little large for a button. Probably more like a half inch. Sorry.
Why are you looking at it?
I was her Santa Claus.
Wait, what?
We didn't have parents. They bought it in an accident when we were still kids. So I had to be like her dad. And that meant that I bought her Christmas presents every year. On Christmas Eve, I'd leave the present next to her pillow. She'd come running into my room with this big smile. Look, look, Santa left me a present. He got me that doll I really wanted. I'm so glad he got my letter. She was always so excited. I was the one who told her to write those letters. I'd say, write down something you want and mail it to Santa. The address I gave her was somewhere in Northern Europe that doesn't exist. Anyway, she'd write the letter and stamp it and send it out. And then a few days later, it'd show up back in her mailbox marked address unknown. I'd open the letters before she figured out they'd been sent back. Once I had the letter, I'd go around to a couple stores with some money I'd saved up over the year and buy her the stuff she'd asked for. It took a lot of saving, but I managed to buy her presents every year.
Huh.
But one year, her letter was different. She didn't write a list of toys she wanted or anything like that. Instead, it said, I don't want any presents this year. Instead, I want you to make my wish come true. My wish is that we'll be happy like this for a really, really long time. That was it. Nothing else. But I couldn't make that wish come true. Some Santa I am.
What happened?
She died. She was killed 9 years ago.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Huh. Is this a warehouse?
No, I believe this is the cargo room.
There are wooden crates everywhere.
Well, we probably ought to start with finding the exit, right? Let's get going.
Now we finally have all 9 picture cards. We just need to insert these cards into the slots at the front of each box.
You know which card goes in which box, yes?
Yeah, of course I do. You just match our numbers to the numbers, then you pop the corresponding card in the right. So for instance, the card with the picture of Ace on it goes into box 1. The card with the picture of Snake on it goes into box 2.
Oh.
Huh? What? Hey, June, are you okay? I'm sorry, I gotta go check. You finished the box thing, alright? Just put the cards in the boxes. I'm counting on you. Are you alright? What happened?
Can you stand?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fine. I just tripped.
Don't give me that. Now is not the time.
But it's true. I tripped over a box.
Just let me see for a sec.
Huh.
You're still warm.
I saw her fall. I think she really did just trip on something, you know? Still, to fall down like that? I think she's probably still a little messed up.
Alright, well, let's just get out of here as fast as we can so we can get you to a hospital.
Oh, I don't think it's anything that serious. I just need a little medicine and some sleep, and I'll be fine.
Medicine. Medicine, huh? Well, if we could get in touch with anyone outside, I'll bet Ace could swing that for you.
Ace? Why?
Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a pharmaceutical company. Cradle Pharmaceuticals is the name, I think. Their flagship product is an anesthetic drug called Soparil.
Soparil. I've heard of that before somewhere.
Soparil. It's an anesthetic that's a gas at room temperature. A lot like how nitrous oxide is. It takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective. A bunch of countries quickly accepted it for widespread use within their police and military forces. It was an effective crowd suppressant and room clearer. It was practical, ethical, and the humane nature of it made it the ideal drug. It's been around for about 6 years. They developed it from the extracts of several different roots. It became popular almost as soon as it was made public, with many governments placing large orders. Demand for Soparil skyrocketed, and of course that meant Cradle Pharmaceuticals' stock did.
Why do you know all of this?
I heard it from the old man himself.
From Ace?
By the number 4 door at the central stairway, when we were searching the second-class room. Remember how Snake, Seven, and you went to door 5? It was back then. I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it just came up, you know.
Huh.
Are you worried about something?
No, nothing. What the hell is he doing? June, don't push yourself, all right?
Yes.
Santa, could you take care of her? I'll go check on Ace. Looks like he's having trouble.
Sure.
What are you doing? What happened?
Nothing. My vision has gotten rather blurry, I think, because of fatigue. I can't see very well at the moment.
What can't you see well?
These pictures. I don't care to admit it, but I may be developing presbyopia. Growing old is a difficult thing. At any rate, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm feeling awfully tired, so if you don't mind, I'd like to rest for a bit.
How could simply looking at cards have tired him out? But if it wasn't, what had made him so uncomfortable?
Prosopagnosia. Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours, so they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
Maybe he's got prosopagnosia? Well, he looks depressed enough to have it. Oh well. Time to solve the 9... Ace's card is in box 1. I just need to do the same. And finally... Yeah! Oh, they... What the... 9... I guess I'll take him with me.
Ugh.
Just kidding.
Really?
Whatever. Just don't.
Okay,
A small key and... a gun?
Yeah, a revolver.
It looks pretty old.
I wonder if this is a replica.
this thing is... Are these... Oh, if this is real... Oh.
You're not gonna take it?
Of course not. All something like this is gonna do is cause more trouble. It's a powerful weapon that gives one person a huge advantage. Something like that would be way too dangerous to have around. We're in enough danger already.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Maybe Zero put this gun here, hoping that something like that might... In other words, maybe he put it here to make us fight each other.
In that case, we should most certainly leave it here. I, for one, have no desire...
Me neither.
Okay, we've got that figured out. But you aren't gonna leave that key.
Of course not. We'll take that with us.
A long hallway, huh?
Let's check it out.